Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Caitlin here. Today I'm going to be filming a video. This has been quite highly requested on my Instagram, so I thought I would do it for you guys. So today I'm going to be doing an updated everyday makeup routine, kind of like what I do at this time of year, around like fall, autumn time. And this obviously isn't something which I do every single day. I know it's called my everyday makeup routine, but you know, sometimes I make a little less effort, sometimes I make a bit more effort, usually less effort. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I do to my face on an everyday basis. I'm going to show you my hair as well, which I do all the time to go to university and stuff. It's really simple. So first of all, I'm going to start with primer. The primer which I use is this one by Revlon. It's the Revlon Photo Ready primer. So I just take like a pump and then a tiny little bit, rub it in my hands, and then pop this onto my face. I really like this primer. It makes your skin really good. So then I'm going to move on to foundation. The foundation which I use is this one here. It's the Infallible by L'Oreal 24 Hour. It's pretty good. Only thing about this is it's slightly too dark for me just because I'm not super tanned. So I do mix it with a little bit of this one here, which is by Revlon. It's the Insta Filter foundation. It's new. There's been a lot of kind of hype about it recently. I'm not completely obsessed with it. That's why I kind of just mix it and I'm trying it out. I've used it a couple times on its own when I am super pale, but I don't feel like it gives me the best coverage. Considering it's like Insta Filter, you'd expect it to be like, you know, pretty good coverage, but I really don't feel like it is. It doesn't give me what I want. But yeah, let me know if you have any other opinions on this foundation. Also the bloomin' little thing on the top annoys me as well, whatever that's called, sponge. Dotted this around my face. I'm just gonna give it a mix with the pale stuff and then use a beauty blender to like pat that all in. Oh my god, I've got loads up here. For concealer, I'm going to be using this one, don't know if that's in focus, which is from Revolution. It's the Conceal and Define. Is it going to stop? It's the Conceal and Define one. Just pop that in the usual. Just drop my palette on the floor. And then as well, beauty blender. And just kind of obviously blend that in underneath my eyes, chin, and on my forehead. Oh my god, I'm so hot in this sweatshirt. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna have to change. This is like super sweaty. Okay, I've changed. Powder time. I'm gonna be using this powder. I'm actually obsessed with this powder and it's not expensive at all. It's really weird. It's from Technique, the brand. It's the super fine. And it's brilliant. Like, look how much I've used. So I just take it on a brush like this and pat it underneath my eyes and then around my face as well to make sure I'm nice and matte. I don't have like really oily skin, but I do like to make sure my foundation is gonna stay in the same place. For powder, I've been recently using this one, which is by 17. It's the Instant Glow Light bronzer. Very dark, to be fair, for like apparently a light bronzer. Just use this. I am never very precise with my bronzer. I just kind of like do that little 3 that everyone tells you to do on your forehead, around here, down here, because my foundation never matches my actual colour. Honestly, I swear my skin changes colour every single day. Then I like totally miss blusher. Sorry for doing this. I totally miss that blusher just because it's an effort and I don't really want it. And I just move on to using this one, which is when I was in London, and it now doesn't have like a like, can you see that? It now doesn't have like the glass bit through it, but that's fine because I just use it at home now. It's actually quite handy because I literally just go like that through the lid and then onto my skin. Because it's such a good highlight, I'm not going to throw it out just because it's got a wonky lid. Like, come on. Down my nose with that, on this bit, a little bit extra, brows. Either on an easy day I grab this one, which is by Eyeko. It's just a brow gel and I just brush that through my eyebrows. But because today I'm kind of showing you my better everyday makeup routine, I'm going to use this one, which is what I go to, and it's just like one of the wee pomades what number is this? This is light brown. So just gonna do my brows. I honestly am awful at brows. They annoy me so much because they take so long to do. Oh, we've just gone all the way down here. We've done brows. Literally we just need to do eyes now. This is the quickest routine ever. It takes me probably like 10 minutes in the morning, maximum. All I do is I take whatever palette I happen to be holding to be using for a mirror. So in this case we're using this one. A lot of the time I've got my hands on this one purely because the mirrors on these ones are like super big, so I end up using this palette. But for today, since I'm holding this one, I'm gonna do it as I usually would and just use the palette that's in my hand for a mirror. So I literally just use two brushes. The first one is this one by Blank Canvas. It's just like a big kind of fluffy brush, and I take the kind of neutral skin shade, maybe a little bit lighter than my actual skin, and I brush that across my lid. This just kind of makes sure that if I've not set it from powder, like set my foundation or whatever from powder, then it's just getting a kind of even base across there. Then I grab this one, which is by Sigma, and I've used this to death. I think it's the E40, but it's like kind of rubbed off. And I take whatever one. Sometimes I'm feeling a bit pink, so I'll go for something like this. Sometimes I'm just feeling very neutral and I'll go for like one of these, but you know, a transition color. Sometimes I go for orange because orange is fun. And then yeah, I just take the fluffy brush, pop this in my crease. It's kind of like, these are the two steps I do before I do a big heavy eye makeup look, but I don't continue with the heavy eye makeup look. Because I use such like a light neutral shade, I can honestly do this so fast. I don't even use a mirror sometimes, and it's easy enough to just kind of blend, get a little bit of depth in your eyes, make it look, you know, not all flat and boring, and that is literally it for eyeshadow. Sometimes if I'm feeling adventurous, if there's like a nice sparkly shade that's taking my fancy, I just take my finger, pop it in the centre, pop it in the centre. But if I'm going to be honest with you, that's quite rare. So to finish up, sometimes if I've got time, then I grab my liner. This one is my favourite liner ever. It's the Schwing liner from the BAM, and it is so damn good. So damn good. I just do whatever liner kind of happens. I'm not very good at liner, and usually I'm in a rush, so I just kind of drag it across my lid, do a little wing. Sometimes it ends up thick, sometimes it ends up thin. Today it's ended up thin. And then I try and recreate it on the other side. Okay, so eyeliner is done. I usually do not spend too long on it, and if it ends up a bit wonky, I usually don't care. Quite chilled with that sort of thing. Then I grab my mascara, literally whatever I can find. At the moment I have in my hands this one by Avant. It's the Dramatic Effect mascara. I really like the brush on this mascara, so I do usually reach for this one quite a lot. But if not, I sometimes use this one by Model Zone, or I use the Miss Manga mascara. That's another mascara which I usually find myself having. Whilst my top mascara is drying, I usually do my lips because, you know, I just want to give it time to dry, otherwise I get it stuck on my like eyeshadow. Not that I've spent a long time on my eyeshadow, but it's just, you know, not ideal. So because it's autumn now and I sometimes feel, you know, I just want to be a bit festive, it means I can kind of mildly experiment with lip colours, which is quite nice. So I've got my lips, you can't really see this, it's slightly in the corner. I usually just go over here, grab any colour, and then I dab like a tiny bit on my lips, not fully, just a tiny bit, because this is an everyday makeup routine. So today I'm going to be using this one, which has caught my eye. This one is from Makeup Geek. What colour is this? Oh, there we go. This is the colour Risk. It's the iconic lipstick kind of style. This is pretty dark. It doesn't look as dark on the lid, but wow, this is dark. And literally all I'm going to do is grab my finger, pat it on my lips to give me a little bit of colour, but nothing intense. Patting that on my lips. And then I'm just going to go back with my mascara now and just do the bottom lashes now that the top ones have dried, hopefully. So this is my everyday makeup routine, super simple, like easy peasy, switching it up with a little bit of lip colour every now and again just to give myself a bit of variety, but essentially this is what I always go to on an everyday basis. Then for my hair, I either just leave it down and just kind of let it go, or I put it in a ponytail, which is what I'm going to do before. And I keep it down kind of low, so I've got my parting, and then I literally, should I move to the side like this? I don't know if that helps. Literally just grab it in a low ponytail. The front parts of my hair usually fall out, but that's fine. There we go. And that is the ponytail. I look a little bit bald right now, but that's fine. So I pull the front bits out like so, tighten the back to give it a little bit more volume, kind of loosen the front, like so. So yeah, that is my everyday makeup routine, my everyday kind of hair routine, if that's a thing. Hope you enjoyed this, hope it was helpful, interesting, whatever it may be. Yeah, I hope you have a really great day, evening, whatever time of day it may be, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye guys!